I'm over it. I'm over it. My heart is now 3 times bigger than it was. Where am I? Because I don't want to be here. You're being dumb. You're pissing me off. I was not expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. At this point in life, I just want to feel something again. And if that sounds dramatic, it's because it is. I have been slumping very hard. Probably the hardest. Every other time in my existence, when I've slumped this hard, I just stopped reading for X amount of years. And I'm trying so hard not to do that. So I'm trying to fight through it. And the books that I'm choosing are just not it. They're not doing it for me. They are ridiculous or insta-love or insta-lust. And that's just not who I am at my core. I am very much a slow burn reader. Like, y'all better not even look at each other with like for at least 15 chapters. Minimum. Like, if you don't look at each other with like either nothing or vague amusement or disdain, then like, what are we doing here? I don't care. I don't care. And the books that the last 2 books that I read, this girl heard his voice and was instantly turned on. She's like, I'm in love. I love this man. And I'm just like, what? And then the other one, he was the grumpy guy and everybody steered clear of him. They have one conversation and they're madly in love. Where am I? Because I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want this. I just want to feel something good. Because all I feel is irritation and disappointment. You can probably hear it in my voice. I hear it in my voice. Okay. Negative energy, woosah, whatever I need to do. So I thought, what are my favorite things to read about? Enemies to lovers, slow burn. Those are my 2 favorites. Okay, so my options are fantasy or romance. And the fantasy that I'm currently struggling through is half of the reason I'm slumping. Oh wait, it's not the only reason. It's a multitude of the books that I've been reading recently. I don't know what it is. I wish it would stop. Oh my god. I started reading Her Soul to Take, which is on my 25 for 25. And I had such high hopes for it because demons, occult. No, that was pretty much it. I was riding on not a lot there, huh? Well, anyways, I had a lot of hope for that one. This girl, that was the one where the girl I can't. That was the one where the girl hears him say, "Are you fucking lost?" And she is on the floor ready for him. She is so down bad for him. And she's like, I love it when men are mean to me. I love this man. And I'm just like, stop. So I'm not feeling too great towards fantasy at this moment. Because I am bound and determined to finish that stupid fucking book. I got the audio book, so I can put it on 2 times speed and zip through it. And that's taking so long. It's taking so long. It's okay. Okay. So the only 2 things that I want, and if they were together, that would be fantastic, would be to read a slow burn with the male character being essentially Void Styles in a romance. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Teen Wolf. I'm talking about Teen Wolf. And if you haven't experienced Void Styles, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, and I apologize. I just want him as a love interest with a really, really, really good slow burn. And enemies to lovers, good enemies to lovers. I'm so sick of these enemies to lovers being enemies for 2.5 seconds and then being lovers for 95% of the book. Like, I'm over it. I'm struggling. I just need to feel happiness again. And none of my books are giving that to me. I haven't read a good book since... It wasn't May. There's no way it was May. It had to have been... What? June? Send help. Send help. I can't do this anymore. So all that being said, I decided I was going to give the slow burned queen a chance. And I just hope she reaches deep inside of me and brings me out of my slump, brings happiness forth, evokes emotions and feelings that these other books are just not evoking in me anymore. All Roads Lead Here is another book in my 25 for 25, and I think I'm ready to give it a crack. I'm ready to read a Mariana Zapata book, and as a slow burn extraordinaire, a lover to the highest means, I should have already read her, but I think I'm afraid of disappointment. There's no thinking. I'm afraid of disappointment. I'm afraid she's going to disappoint me, or that people don't have the same idea of slow burn as I do. And now I'm going on an entire tangent that has nothing to do with anything. I just worry that my version of slow burn is the opposite of everybody else's version of slow burn. Because these books where they're tripping over themselves to be together, it's just, I'm over it. I'm over it. Mariana, Miss Slow Burn Queen, please give me everything that I am searching for. Please, I'm gonna pray to the book gods, the slow burn gods, void styles. I don't know. Here's hoping. It really can't get. It really can't. Every time I say it can't get any worse, it somehow does. So I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Wish me luck. So I am about 26% of the way through All Roads Lead Here. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm actually really enjoying it. What I've noticed is maybe it's too early to speak. What I've noticed about this slow burn, or maybe this is just Mariana Zapata, how she writes them, but she takes her time with every scene. So instead of, like in some books, you just go scene to scene to scene so fast that you feel like you're hanging on to your chair because you're like, how did we get here? Like, hold on, like calm down, let's breathe for a second. She spends so much time in one scene, in one setting. That's what's making it a slower book. I like it. I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm enjoying the book. I'm enjoying the story. I like the main characters. Well, I don't really feel a certain way about Tobias at all because he has done nothing but like grunt essentially and stare at her like she's batshit, which, not doing it for me yet. He might be attractive, but like I'm not feeling any interest in him. So we'll see. I really like the main character. Why am I blanking on her name all of a sudden? Aurora. A lot of her internal thoughts would be my internal thoughts in those situations, so that's fun. I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I like the slow build of the relationship. That's what I like. I like relationships actually developing and not just instantly happening. It's nice that she goes in with relatively zero connections and she has to build everything up, and we get to be a part of that. So now I'm gonna actually feel connected to these characters. And it's so nice. It's so nice to be excited to read. To be excited to read, to not want to put a book down, to be kind of zooming through it already. I haven't felt this since like the first day of June when I read Problematic Summer Romance. So I will say there is one thing that has slightly sparked irritation in me. So Aurora starts working this job with her friend at an outdoor adventures type place. It's like they sell camping gear and fishing gear and all the other shit you need for outside activities. She said she used to do all this stuff when she was younger, but now she doesn't know what any of it is. Okay, fine. But she consistently sits there and says how she feels dumb because she doesn't know how anything works or what anything is, and she feels bad. She keeps asking her friend for answers. Google it. She even says, I could go to the grocery parking lot and look it up on Wi-Fi. Do it. I could go to the library, but I'm not a resident, so they won't let me borrow books. Okay, sit your ass in the library and look shit up. Or use the library computers. Like, she just finally got help from Tobias so he could teach her some shit. And I'm like, girly, 2 weeks ago, what are we doing? So that irritated me. Just a little bit. That's really all I have to say so far. Which is good, because I'm tired of this alarm going off. Also, can I just say the audacity I have to point with my camera below? I mean, to like record with my camera below. In no world is shooting up like this a flattering angle for like anybody. Like every time I watch these videos, I can just see my scar and I'm like, why are you recording yourself from all the way up down there? Like if I was even, I'd be like right here. No, I want to film so you can just see this the whole time I'm talking because I'm a weirdo, but it's so convenient. It's a new day. I am 43% of the way through All Roads Lead Here. Hold that thought. 43%. Damn good. I am thoroughly enjoying this book so far. I really like that we're taking the time to develop all of our relationships. I think I said that already before. I am once again trying to be sneaky at work. Okay, for the third time, very quickly. I think I'm alone up here. I hope I'm alone up here. Okay, 43% of the way through. All roads here. All roads lead here. I am loving it so far. I really, really enjoy that we're taking the time to develop relationships and we're getting to know the characters, and I don't really have any complaints. And also, I thought about this book. I leave my Kindle at work because I don't really read a lot at home because YouTube and TV and yada yada. So I leave my Kindle at work, and I thought about that damn book 3 different times last night. I was like, I should have brought the Kindle home. I should have brought my Kindle home. I wonder what Aurora and Tobias are doing right now. Like, I just feel relief. I just feel immense relief because I'm actually wanting to read a book. I'm actually excited to read a book and find out what's happening. And I haven't felt this in a month and a half. I haven't wanted to read any of the books that I've read. I've DNF'd like 2 or 3 books in the last month and a half. Like, I have not wanted to read or enjoyed a book since I finished Problematic Summer Romance on June 2nd. So I'm so thrilled about that. I'm so thrilled to be sucked into a book. So the only thing that's happened so far is Aurora is helping Amos. I don't know how to say that name. Amos. She's helping him with his music journey. That's about as far as we've gone. Tobias has called her Angel twice. And for some reason, even though she's lived at his apartment garage thing for like a month and a half to 2 months at this point, it has to be because she keeps saying weeks have passed. So you've been there for a long ass time. And you think all of a sudden now, even though this man has called you Aurora like 15 times, that he has suddenly forgotten her name. He called her Angel. So cute. He called her Angel twice and she's like Aurora. Girl, think. She actually thinks he forgot her name. Please send help. He lets his son hang out with you daily. You think he forgot your name? He is a game warden, an equal to law enforcement. You think he forgot your name? Girl. He's calling you Angel. I digress. We also got a random who did this to you? I'm sorry, I had to check what book I was reading because it's not fantasy, it's not mafia. This is just a cute little rom-com, or not rom-com, it's just a cute little romance. And we got a who did this to you? Girl. I was not expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting it. I had to sit there and reread it like multiple times. I'm like, who? And it fits. It fits entirely so well. Oh. I just have to say really quickly. So she corrected him when he called her Angel. She was like, Aurora. And now he's calling her Buddy. I know you would, buddy. It's a fun. Girl, you should have just shut the fuck up. Okay, halfway point update. Still enjoying it. Still having a great time. Not much has happened. There's not much to update about it because this is a slow burn, baby. They're just living their normal everyday life. That's it. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I do have a theory that I assume is going to happen later on in the book, or I don't know, maybe like 65-70% of the way through, maybe. We'll find out. So she obviously is a hiker. She's not obviously a hiker. She's becoming a hiker, and she's going on all these trails and hikes and stuff, and he is a game warden who does search and rescue. As soon as I found out what he is, or like what he does, I just know at some point she's gonna get lost on a trail or break her ankle, something's gonna happen where she's gonna be stuck on a trail and he has to search for her, and I am just fucking waiting for it, and I'm gonna be super disappointed if it doesn't happen. And it might be predictable, but like, I don't care. I love that. Are you kidding me? That'd be so good. And then she would have to deal with her fear because of what happened with her mom, and that would be a growing moment for her, and he would be like, oh shit, I know that this happened to her mom, so I need to find her like now. On top of him obviously having feelings for her, which you can see is starting to happen. She's caught him checking her out, or he just called her beautiful. Well, he said she was beautiful from her date with his cousin, or not cousin, best friend, his son's uncle. I don't know if Johnny is Rhodes' wife's brother, or if they're just best friends and he has his son call him uncle. Like I call my mom's best friend's aunts. My best friend's kids call me their aunt, like that type of thing. Or if he's actually related through Amos's mom. We don't got an answer for that. I also think Caden and his mother, Evil Incarnate, what was her name? Whatever her name was. I think they're gonna show up. One of them showing up. Because they're not giving up at any point in time. Especially if his albums suck now. Because, you know. I don't know, theories. I think they're gonna happen. We'll find out. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And I just had to get on and say this. So Rhodes' dad has shown up. And he said that the kid needs to eat a cheeseburger or two. And it's just really fucking irritating that people think that they can say shit like that. It's so fucking rude, and it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like shit. I've had that told to me twice in my life, and both times I felt like fucking shit. I still think about these instances, and they were a decade plus and 2 decades ago. Like, that shit fucking sucks. And it's really irritating that people think it's okay to say. And fuck this grandpa. That's all I have to say. I told you it was 5 o'clock in the morning, so I filmed all of that facing my ceiling. Anyway, the gist stands. I meant every word that I said. Whatever. Actually, I'm not done. She's being stupid. She's being stupid. How can you think? He just called her Angel again. And she's like, I'll ignore that he called me by the wrong name. Stop being stupid. How can you think it's normal that he's calling you buddy? Which... wild. But he said, don't worry, Angel. She's like, he called me by the wrong name again. Stop. You're being dumb. You're pissing me off. You know fucking damn well he's not calling you Angel as a name. Be fucking for real right now. Oh, I can't. Especially when he calls her Aurora in the next sentence. Like, stop being dense. Stop being stupid. Shut up. Okay, now I'm done. I just have to say this quickly. But Lord grant me strength, because why am I 62% of the way through this book and she still thinks he's calling her Angel on accident? She literally says, Lord, I didn't understand this man and how he sometimes screwed up my name. Quit being stupid. You're being dumb. You're being purposely obtuse, and it's pissing me off. You're not that dumb. Stop. Okay. I have finished reading the page that I was just complaining about. He pinched a tent for her? He did a little camping setup for her in the yard because she couldn't go camping. I don't even know what to do with this information. All I know is that my heart has swelled 3 times bigger. Is that how you say that? My heart is now 3 times bigger than it was. I have butterflies in my stomach. My breath is caught. He pitched a tent, put out little camping chairs, made a little camping area for them to eat pizza at because she couldn't go camping. What am I supposed to do with this information? Oh, okay. Okay, Rhodes, I see you. I see you. I'm just laying here. It's beautiful outside. There's a gentle breeze. It's sunny. It's warm. I got my Kindle. It's silent for the most part. Like, this is perfection. If I could just do this and like not be bothered for the rest of the day, perfection, honestly. I'm really enjoying the book so far. I don't have anything else to update. It's a slow burn. The most they've done is hug each other, and I'm living. I love slow burns. I am having a great time. He's teaching her how to snowboard right now. I will say there is one thing, and it might be because I don't know anything about hiking, but my earlier theory kind of, sort of, not, but kind of came true about her hiking alone. But I thought he was going to have to actually like save her. And you know, maybe there's like, I don't know, 30% of the books left, so maybe it will happen. But also, she's like swearing up and down right now that she's never gonna go hiking again. She's like, it was the scariest moment of my life, and she's shaking in like an actual shock and like crying and stuff. And I'm just like, you were just stuck on the mountain for a couple more hours than you thought because of a storm, and it wasn't even a bad storm. And she eventually says that like she knows that like she wasn't gonna die and it wasn't like that serious, but she was just scared. And I get that. Maybe I'm just more dramatic than most people are. I don't know. Buddy the elf. Okay, so let's do a little quick recap-ish of everything that I've read today. So I got to read her telling Mrs. Jones off, although I am a much more petty person because it wasn't enough for me. Like, I would have went deeper and darker. I feel like she let her off easily. In fact, it seemed like she was more mean to Simone and Arthur than she was Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones should have got her ass whooped, to be honest. I digress. I also recorded a little clip of me reading up front where she asked him why he calls her buddy. And I thought we were going to get to the point where he's like, I call you Angel, blah, blah, whatever. And she's like, oh, I thought you just forgot my name. I thought that's where that was going. No, she just brushed it to the side. She was like, I thought sometimes he called me Angel because he forgot who I was, but never mind. Which kind of irritated me. I don't know what. My entire beef with this book is the Angel buddy thing, apparently. That is, I don't know what it is about it, but that seems to be the only thing that I'm talking about. No, what I got instead was the reason why he calls her buddy. He calls her buddy because of Buddy from Elf, the Christmas movie. Did I miss that conversation? I feel like it would make sense if they had ever talked about that movie or Christmas movies in general. He just started calling her buddy and thought she would figure it out. I felt like I missed a whole bunch of something because what? Why would that be? I thought he was calling her buddy, like buddy, pal, old friend type thing, not the elf. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. They didn't kiss until 80% of the way through the book, and that is exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want. That's the type of slow burn that I'm talking about. Not only are we not insta love, we ain't kissing for jack crap until the end. 80%. But then it says that they go a few weeks without kissing again, and I'm just like, but why? We already did it once, let's go. I also love that we didn't do the whole, when sexy time came, it wasn't the whole, are you sure? Are you positive you want to do this? That's now so overwhelmingly popular in every book. Every single book, they need to talk about birth control and consenting. And yes, those are very, very real issues that you should discuss in real life. I'm sick of reading it in every single book. Every single book. It just immediately takes me out of the moment. Every single time. And I really like that he did not ask her if she was sure. And she even said it too. She was like, I'm glad that he just trusted I knew what I wanted. And I'm just like, yes, thank you. Now we are at like I'd say it's a third act breakup, but they've never been together. Rhodes and Amos are mad at her because she didn't tell them who her ex was and what her past job was. And I'm just kind of like, I guess a part of me can understand why they're mad, but then the other part of me is like, he never told her the name of his exes. Granted, are his exes famous? No, probably not. But like, who cares if he is famous? I guess it's just not something that I would care about. Maybe this is just a me thing. Like, they're mad. I feel like Amos has a reason to be mad because he writes music. He writes songs. And she's like, hey, I wrote a couple, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But she didn't tell him that she wrote like the most popular country songs that there are. And so I can understand why he would be upset because it almost seems like a betrayal. But what the fuck is Rhodes mad about? Like, why is he mad? And then he's like, how much money did you get from it? And she tells him how much money she got. And he's like even more upset. And I'm like, you don't talk about money. She doesn't owe you money, so it's not really any of your business how much money she has. She's never said she was hurting for money. She offered to pay him triple the amount that she originally was going to pay him. So like, why is this an issue? On the other hand, she's like, I just wanted to keep things for myself. Valid. I wanted them to like me for me and not because like I know famous people and like they don't even remotely give off those vibes in the first place. And also they know she's friends with Yuki, who's like a famous singer too, and nothing changed after that. So why would it matter if they know about Caden or not? I just feel like if we're gonna make this into a big thing, it needed to be over something bigger than the fact that she didn't tell them his name and who he was and what she did. Like, I feel like Rhodes has nothing to be irritated or upset about, to be honest. Amos, yes. I keep having these instances in this book where like I want things to be more dramatic than they are. And that could be a me problem, I don't know. But like the hiking thing, I'm like, that could have been more dramatic. There could have been more to it than it was. It's like I get so excited, and like instead of going here, we like plateau down here. Like even with this argument or breakup or whatever, I'm like you're here, but you could have been here, you know? I don't know if I am even remotely making sense. So I'll stop for now. I'm pausing right here because I'm at the end of the book, and I believe they found something in the woods that has been there for 2 or so decades. If you know, you know. So before I get there, I wanted to put some thoughts into out loud words. So they've already rekindled, yada yada. They chased after her. They did say one thing that I'm kind of like, about, and it was, he's like, I'll talk to you even when I'm mad, and I'll text you even when I'm mad, and I'm just kind of like, no, that doesn't really sound healthy to me, my perspective. You should be able to have your own space to work through your own thoughts and feelings. You shouldn't have to text somebody when you're mad at them. Personally, this is my own personal thought. You might not agree. Maybe nobody agrees with me. And then there's that whole saying never go to bed angry. I just really believe that a person should be able to process thoughts and feelings in their own time. And I know personally when people force me to talk when I'm pissed off, or forced me to have conversations that I don't want to have at that moment in time, my resentment towards them skyrockets. I get super fucking pissed off, and I don't want anything to do with you. So like that's kind of my thoughts and feelings, and that's probably why I'm feeling a certain type of way about it. Although they're over it, they're good, so like, do your thing, whatever. So I finished All Roads Lead Here, and I loved it. That's all I have to say. I officially gave it 4 stars because I never got that 5-star feeling from it, but this book absolutely pulled me out of the trenches. It dragged me right out of that reading slump that I was in, and bless that book, bless Mariana Zapata, bless everything, to be honest, bless slow burn. I can't. Wow. Okay, trying to maintain your thoughts when you have people going in and out behind you. Scatterbrain. Okay, love the book. It was 4 stars. It didn't give me the 5-star feeling, but I don't know why. I don't have any like complaints about it. I mean, besides the fact that I complained the entire time about him calling her the angel, the whole angel thing. I complain about that, but that's not something that's going to make me dislike the book. I think I wanted things to be a little bit more high stakes, maybe, like with the hiking thing. I don't know, it just didn't give me 5-star vibes. I'm very much a vibes reader. I do have like a system for my reading, but like I don't take it seriously. I only use the system when I can't figure out how I want to rate a book, and that's usually because it's like a 0.5 type to me. The epilogue was cutesy. The same type of epilogue that's in every single romance book, essentially. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It was a good time. She helped pull me out of a slump that was beginning to worry me a little bit. I've already started a new book by her. I started Colty. Here's the hoping it's just as good, if not better. I saw that Chandler and Bailey both gave it 5 stars, and I tend to like the same type of books as they do, so I have a good feeling about this one. And do you mind? No, of course you don't. Why would you? Okay. Fuck. Shut up.